cannot show stable plus 4 oxidation state. Europium, we know all the europium belongs to lanthanides. Lanthanides have general electronic configuration n-1d1, ns2 and n-2f 1 to 14. So here it is 4f7. There is anomaly in case of europium. What I said, general configuration, that general configuration, it must have an electron in 5d1, that is absent here. Because to get this stable 4f17, it attained 4f7 and this is 6s2. And this commonly exhibit Eu plus 2. Plus 4 is not possible for europium, because after releasing these electrons, it has a stable configuration of 4f7. Next, dysprosium, and this is with 4f14 we have and 6s2, and this can shows plus 4 oxidation state. Cerium, both plus 3 and plus 4 are possible, and for terbium also. So europium is one of the anomalies in case of lanthanides. Let me proceed for the next one. 7th question. In 7th question, values of equilibrium constant at two different temperatures given as temperature and equilibrium constant T1 at 50 degrees Celsius and K1 is 10, T2 100 degrees Celsius, K2 100. Then the value of delta H of the reaction, delta G1 and delta G2 in kilojoules per mole. The relation of equilibrium constant with change in enthalpy, log K2 means equilibrium constant 2 at temperature T2 by K1. It is equal to delta H by 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Now you can see it was given log 100 by 10 is equal to delta H. We need to find out delta H in kilojoules per mole. So R value in kilojoules 2.303, R value in joules is 8.314. To convert into kilojoules, let me write it is 10 to the power minus 3 into T1. Temperature was given at what temperature? At 50 degrees Celsius. So at 50 degrees Celsius it is 10. So that is 1 by 273 plus 50. We must use temperature in absolute scale minus 1 by 273 plus 100, that is 373. So here you can identify very simply, as the temperature is increasing here, K value is increasing, that is equilibrium constant value. That indicate you will definitely get the value of delta H as a positive value. Delta H is positive. We are getting in this case nearly delta H is 46.14 kilojoules per mole. Next, delta G1 and delta G2. Delta G1 means at temperature T1. This is, we can say it is delta G1 naught. Might be in the question they had given G1 naught and G2 naught because equilibrium constants given. If they are asking delta G1 and delta G2, we have to write 0. Delta G1 naught might be, as per the student memory they gave like that. So I am correcting that it is delta G1 naught, which is equal to minus 2.303 RT log Kc1 or K1. So this is minus 2.303 into 8.314 into 10 to the power minus 3. Why? Because they are asking in kilojoules. Into temperature is 273 plus 50. Just for making you to know about which temperature we have to use, I am adding that 273 plus 50. Separately I am writing like that. And log 10. Log 10 is 1. We know that. Log 10 is 1. Okay. That is delta G1 naught. We are getting nearly, the value is 6.2. Next, delta G2 naught. It is minus 2.303 RT log K2. Again, substituting the values, same, delta G2 naught is obtained. So we are getting, this is negative value. You can see very clearly negative value. Here also we get negative value because log 100. Log 100 is, that is log 10 square or 2 log 10. So 2. So we are getting nearly 46.14 and 6.2 negative value for delta G1 naught, and this is minus 14.3. So 1 is the correct answer for this question 8. Let me go for the next question. Identify the correct set of atomic numbers belongs to the transition elements series. So transition elements series means, we know it starts with scandium, means 21 atomic number. This is 3D series and ends with zinc, that is atomic number 30. So even zinc, cadmium, mercury, they are not having transitional properties. They are also studied along with the transitional elements. Let me check according to the options. Next element is yttrium. This is 39 atomic number, and cadmium. Cadmium is 48. This is 4D series. Next 5D series. It starts with lanthanum 57, and after that we have hafnium. What happened here is, between lanthanum and hafnium there are 14 elements. Those 14 elements are called lanthanides. So here we have 72 is the atomic number, and up to mercury, which is 80, is the atomic number. That is 5D series. Next we have actinium 89 and rutherfordium 104. Between 89 and 104 we have the elements, 14 elements, those are actinides. This is up to copernicium, that is Cn, that 112 is the atomic number. Now you can check atomic number 9, it doesn't comes in the transition series. Identify the correct set of atomic number belongs to transition elements. So 9 is there, because of that it is not in that. Next 21 correct, 25, 29 correct. Next 57, yes, this is within the range. Next let me go for another one, 21, 25, 30. See in this case, 30 is zinc, cadmium, mercury. These are non-typical transitional elements. And next one, 29, it fall within, 29 is fall within, and 48 cadmium. Next 57 is lanthanum. Next 72 is also transition. So as per if this is the question, identify correct set of atomic numbers. If that was given, then more accurate among the given options is this is more accurate. Okay, let me go for the next question. Micelles formation takes place. Micelles is one of the important concept, that is we can identify micelles is involved in formation of in the surface surfactants. So the minimum temperature is needed. To identify this minimum temperature requirement, you can identify delta G is equal to delta G see delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now the spontaneous formation of micelle, it is possible only when delta G is negative. For most of the surfactants, formation of micelle has